everybody. Thank you for watching the Food Network Season 21, Episode 3. Cameron survived in the danger zone. Climbed out of the danger zone.
Just crawled out of there. And I'm telling you, that experience was not fun. They cut out so much of the show, you guys. Like, I can't even tell you how much screaming went on while I was making those darn enchiladas. I mean, they are scarring to even look at.
It was awesome.
Can you tell, like, in my face, like, even like at the judgment, final judgment scene, who's going home, it's like, I probably, actually no, she dogged on my dish, but oh well. I was like, oh crap, 3 times I'm out of here. But I was still so nervous, but evidently we were fine.
What was it like Chef Ann is right behind your back.
It's
and Chef
so
Carla.
Scary. Because it's like,
I'm intimidated. My hands are sweating, her giving you the stink eye the whole time.
Anybody else nervous for me at all? Like, you watch it and you're just like, oh, a little bit. Me too. Well, like, having her, like, especially like Carla, I loved her. She was like, good job, Cam. Chef Ann was like, shut up, don't encourage him. But no, yeah, it was fun. And Chef Ann isn't mean. She's just good at what she does, and she knows what everything else you're doing is wrong. So
yeah, we watched it. Does anybody watch the Beat Bobby Flay? We watched an episode last night. We're obsessed. Helen and I are obsessed with the Food Network. That and travel shows we're obsessed with because we can't cook and we wish we could travel more. So there you go. And so, yeah, it's funny. Cameron does not get his cooking skill, or you actually do get your cooking skills from us. If it's not barbecue, I can't cook it. And if it's anything, where's Helen at? She can't cook. So there we go. She cooks great daycare food. Anyway, but Chef Bobby Flay, she was on Beat Bobby, or what was the name of the show? Beat Bobby Flay, and she beat him. So she is a legitimately incredible chef. I love her. Love this show. Our surprise for next week. You don't know our surprise is? Okay, there we go. You're back.
Oh, you want me to say it?
You're the show. You're the ball. You're the superstar.
The enchiladas next week. We'll make a pan of it.
Yes.
I can get
6
the recipe
o'clock,
online.
a very, very special time.
We'll
6 o'clock.
Like yeah.
So don't be late. You will miss out, and we will that's when we're going to show the show. So get here a little bit early. We'll have some samples of that actual. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what they tasted.
Yes. Okay, so poor Joey, I was texting him today. I sent him a few pictures of us while we hung out a lot. And the reason he cut himself all the time.
Yes, this is really cool.
I will tell you, because he's left-handed. And they say left-handed people cut themselves all the time in the kitchen. Interesting.
That's why he was having such a hard time with the can opener.
He cut literally every single one of his finger except for the thumb.
Helen cannot. Okay. Yeah. How many left-handies are there in this room today? If you're left-handed, raise your left hand.
They're rare.
Courtney, they're not rare. Everybody on my staff, on the church staff, Edie's left-handed. Courtney, you're left-handed. Aaron's left-handed. Paula's left-handed. Who? Paula, Jamie, Helen, you.
You're kidding.
No. They're all crazy. Nuts. They're nuts. Oh, God,
What was the other thing I was going to say? I was going to say something
I have
else
some
and I can't
questions.
remember.
At the very beginning, the taste challenge, where you've got to taste the flavors. What was that? Because you were hung up on, you got pesto, but it was the ranch that hung everybody up.
You would think. I mean, I love ranch. You can't get, whatever. Okay,
the
but
most
it was
basic
sour.
Oklahoma thing.
It was real sour. It was probably sitting out there for a long time, but it was real sour. So I was like, there's got to be some sort of yogurt, like Greek yogurt.
It done
in
gone
there.
bad.
So that's what I put up in there on the ball on the thing, but it was all wrong. So it was just something and something else. I can't tell you even now.
It's crazy. I think I had
Mornay. Okay, this sauce.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like
Does
a
anybody
cheese
know what Mornay
sauce,
is?
I think, but it was gross, you guys. Like, it tasted like I don't know, like a cold cheese sauce, if you could imagine, but like no flavor. It had nutmeg in it. Could you imagine?
What do you put Mornay on?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I ain't eating that in the Mornay, but anyway. The last question I have is, when you're talking and they're talking to you about the cheese and the teat and all that good stuff, who was that laughing in the background?
That was my producer, Jen. I love her. I texted her the other day and was talking to her, but we would just, so the interviews, the parts where it's like me in that pink pineapple shirt, you go into a room and it's just you and the producer and a camera, and then there's no camera guy. They like set it up, they roll it, and you have your microphone on, but then it's just you and her and you have to talk to her. Oh, we would cut up. She loved her. She was so sweet and just such a doll. I just love you, Jen.
It's awesome. Cameron, it's funny because there's leftover crud from last week, and Chef Ann comments on the crud on the bottom of the plate. You're filthy.
But I'm not,
You're
though.
the filthiest cook ever. I was going to throw up. I'm like, that's making me sick. But Edie, can you vouch for us that he may be the messiest cook on the planet? How many days does it take you to clean up his mess down in the church kitchen? Not clean yet. It's been a week.
I cooked. What did I cook?
No joke. Take a tour.
Last week I cooked a macaroni and cheese with hot dogs in it. Oh, well, that's for people to enjoy. But
tell
the
class.
macaroni, I cleaned up all my dishes.
I came home today and Cameron cooked. Tell the class what you cooked for lunch today.
What?
What'd you cook yourself for lunch?
Oh God, it's so good, you guys. The Cheeto.
You were born with that.
The boxed Cheeto mac and cheese. You guys, if you haven't tried it, man, to tell you.
Boxed Cheetos
and
macaroni and cheese.
Cheese dogs. You put cheese dogs in it. Oscar Mayer. Beautiful. And you know what? Chef Ann has a Cheeto cookbook out there. I can't find it yet, but she paired up with they had her.
She's lost all credibility.
And she did a cookbook for Cheeto that makes dishes with Cheetos.
I wish I had taken.
We got a question back there, Henry.
Oh yeah, Henry, go ahead. Did you predict this, Henry? He asked, "Are your enchiladas gonna taste good?"
Yes, I thought they were good. Okay, you know what? I thought the salsa verde was spicy. It was hot, so I'll make it not as spicy for y'all.
Spicy. Anybody else have a question? Yes. I'm going to repeat the question for everybody. When you are given the demonstration, how long is it from the time you get the demonstration and they say go? Is it immediately then, or what happens?
No.
This is really cool.
Question.
Very
okay.
Good question.
Because I watching it, I was like, that isn't how it went. Because we would stand there for it was close to an hour, and you're on your feet. Oh, I'd always be like, come on, people, we gotta go. But then after that, they'd let us. Have a break. They'd let us have a break, and then the other team would come in and do their demo, and then either we'd go back upstairs again and wait until lunch, or it kind of depended on the schedule. If we needed to go quickly, we would just, after the red team did their demo, then got to relax, and the blue team would go do demo, and then we would all go out there. So sometimes it was kind of okay, you went up, you did your demo, and then you come back down 10 minutes later, but it wasn't ever right then. It wasn't ever just get ready to go.
That's crazy, because I thought it looks on the TV like they're doing them simultaneously, but they're not. No. So the red team's doing their thing, blue team's up resting, and vice versa. That's really cool. And then when you're taking the notes, for people that weren't here the first 2 weeks, you take the notes, but then they take your notebook from you. You can't. That's why you're why can't they remember this? And do you have your notebook with you while you're cooking?
Yeah, they give it to you, but honestly, it'll trip you up. You try to go back and look at the book.
Because it could be a couple of hours away that has been away from you.
Well, right, and then you start looking at your notes and you're like, this doesn't make any sense.
I couldn't imagine. I can't read my own writing. That's why I just don't write or read.
I tried to do it in steps, and I was just like, no. You gotta just do it, honestly.
Any other questions?
Right over there.
Yes. Great question. Let me ask the question for everybody online. This is a great question. When they do the interviews, are you seeing the interview? Are you seeing the show? Or what was the rest? Are they just talking to you? How does that interview process go?
No, yeah, I was totally, because I had watched the show a little bit before I went, but I was like, okay, how does that work? Because how can I remember what I did? I thought they would have a little video monitor, and then I'd go back and watch it. No, they just said, okay, you remember when you did this? I was like, no. and then they have to retell me what I did or said, because they are there in front of us. Inside that whole cooking arena, it was kind of like, it was U-shaped, but like there were probably at least 10 camera people, but then like 2, 4, there were 3 producers, all around, like jotting down everything you say, and they have like an earpiece, so, like what you're saying on your microphone that's like right here is like in their head. So I'm sure they got an earful from
this me. This is really cool too, to go along with that. Tell them, oh man, my brain went blank. It was a really good question. No, whenever they the interview, this is a great question. Tell them when was the first time you see this season? When did you see the season? Right now. You've not seen anything yet. They film it. You go home.
I mean, I lived it.
You lived it, but we didn't know.
Different.
It's like we're watching it with you guys for the first time, and it's like we've not. They didn't,
It's like I'm reliving it in like an alternate universe, because like when I'm up there, when I see myself up there, I'm like, oh, that's not me. But then, well, obviously it is, but like it feels weird, It's kind of like
it's crazy. Any other questions? All right, 6 o'clock next Sunday night, 6 o'clock. I'll put this on Facebook, but please share. Tell people. We may have something else that we do and some other guests and people here. But we want to thank all of you for coming and being a part of something that is really special. If you've not seen it, you can go on Cameron Bartlett on Instagram or Facebook, or Chad Bartlett on Instagram or Facebook, and follow us and find out all of the videos that he's done. Channel 9 did a really funny video, and then today he was in the Norman transcript, and check that out. Front page of the living section.
It looked like the front page.
Okay, it was on the front page advertising for going to he did great. I think he's done awesome. I'm so proud of you. And next week, again, be here 6 o'clock and get free enchiladas. And bring your antacids. Have a great night. Thank you, Cameron. God bless you guys.